Hello Spirit Squad, this is Pixie from Pixie Moons. Thank you for joining me once again. If you are new here, welcome. I make astrology videos like this one. Pick a card readings, videos about spirituality, Reiki, ASMR. So if you vibe with any or all of those things, by all means subscribe. Join the Spirit Squad today. And remember to ring the bell so you get notified every time I upload, because I try to upload at least 3 videos a week for you guys. And I'm also on social media, the talk, the gram, the book. It's all in the description box. If you are a returning member of the Spirit Squad, I'm so excited to have you here and thank you for coming back. Guys, this episode of Astro Week is going to be kind of chock-a-block with things. It's been quiet the previous weeks, but some things are happening in the stars, and that's why we're here. So Saturn is going to square Uranus. The Sun's going to move in Pisces. Mercury is turning direct, and Ceres is going to station in Aries. Are you excited? Give a like. And without further ado, let's get into it. Guys, apologies in advance if I am reading my notes. You know how we roll. Saturn is going to square Uranus in Aquarius on the 17th. This transit is going to be interesting because of the planets involved and the signs they're in. Like I stated in previous videos, quite probably, Aquarius is a fixed sign, fixed air sign. It is traditionally ruled by Saturn, but also in more modern times, co-ruled by Saturn and Uranus. Saturn is the planet associated with karma, discipline, rules, anything that has to be by the book. And it's going to be in the free-spirited sign of Aquarius. So you see what's happening there. While Uranus, which is like the game changer, the rule breaker, is going to be in the very conservative and also fixed sign of Taurus. So those opposing forces can create friction, but they can also create great opportunities for us. The possible themes associated with this square can be, but are not limited to, resistance to change, internal dilemmas, transforming one's beliefs, creating new programs and dismantling old structures. What I would suggest is to pay close attention to the houses and signs Saturn and Uranus are in your natal chart. So try to dig a natal chart from a website. I usually go to cafeastrology.com. Not sponsored, but if you can, I always recommend studying your chart a little bit to get to know yourself a little bit more. On the next day, the Sun will be moving into the Piscean constellation. Happy birthday to all my Pisces babies. This season will be connected to our spirituality, our creativity. The sacral chakra is connected to water, right? The element of water. Our sensitive side, for sure. Expect inspiration to arise, introspection to take place, and some indecision, as Pisces is a mutable sign. Mutable meaning flexible, but also shifty. No shade, I'm a mutable sign myself. I know what I'm talking about. On the 20th, Mercury is going direct. Finally, Mercury is coming out of its retrograde, but slowly. The retrograde period will take about a fortnight until things go back to their normal speed. This redirection is synonymous with optimism and maturity. We have gone through the reassessing and reviewing phases that we talked about at the beginning of Mercury retrograde. The inner work has been done, so we can now move forward with a clean slate in hand. It will be a time for reconciliation, new projects and reconnecting with friends, if that has not already been the case. Finally, Ceres is moving into Aries on the 21st. So Ceres is the smallest dwarf planet, but it is considered the biggest object in the asteroid belt between Jupiter and Mars. So it is orbiting there with Pallas, Vesta and Juno. We talked about Vesta previously, very briefly. Ceres is connected to agriculture and health, but also motherhood in a very general sense. And the feeling of nourishment, so being nourished but also nurturing others. As it enters the fiery sign of Aries, we will be called to be self-sufficient, dynamic and physically active to channel any excess energy, as it could potentially turn into irritation or even anger if we are not careful. So guys, that is it for this episode of Astro Week. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. In the meantime, until I see you again, remember, you're protected, you're supported, and you're divinely guided.